Hey guys, Coach Joel here for another episode of Training for Excellence, and today we're talking shoes. Recently got a brand new pair of Born Primitive shoe to train in, and really like the shoe. So I thought, hey, why not do a episode on shoes and why we wear certain shoes in the gym and that sort of thing. So specifically in CrossFit or just general training, really, you're going to want a shoe that's pretty flat. Most CrossFit shoes are going to have a heel toe drop of 4 to 8 millimeters. I prefer a lower drop. Back in the day, earlier days of CrossFit, that's all you could get was a pretty flat shoe. So I got used to that. But there's several reasons why you want a low drop or not a lot of cushioning. You want good contact with the ground. But the main reason for that is we're going to do a lot of lifting, picking things up and putting them down. And you're going to want to be able to increase the stability and the distribution of the weight better. Lifting in runners or these big pillow shoes, I like to call them, doesn't allow for that. So you're going to want a shoe that you can actually feel the ground and that you can balance well in. So also they promote neutral foot position, which means better alignment for your ankles and knees, and will actually take pressure off of your low back. So using the proper shoe allows for proper alignment of everything and will help lower injury rates and take pressure off of your low back. So I know a lot of people, they're used to wearing those big shoes with big, huge pillows in the heels. But once you decide that your fitness and health is important to you, it's better to get a proper shoe so that not only are you safer out on the floor, but that you'll achieve your goals much faster. So now, one thing I also learned early on was I used to wear a size 10 for everything, but I learned that you want to be able to have your foot properly splay, like open up, especially when you're lifting, right? So, or jumping or running, your foot needs to be able to open up. So I actually sized my shoes up. I now wear a 10.5 for everything. And the nice thing about CrossFit shoes is pretty much it doesn't matter who you go with. They run pretty true to size across the board. So whether you're going Nanos, Nobles, my new Born Primitives, which I really, really like, it doesn't matter. Whatever your size is, choose that. Again, by sizing up a half size, you're going to have better stability, better balance, better application of force. So when you push the earth away, you're actually going to push the earth away. You're going to have better shock absorption because your foot is properly splayed. And also proper mechanics, again, with your knees and ankles all aligning and taking that pressure off of your back. So I know some of you out there, you love your Hokas and your Brooks and your big shoes with the big pillows in them and makes it feel like you're walking on air. The problem with that is in our workouts, we're not just running. So what I'm going to ask you to do in this video is to save those shoes for when the workout of the day is a 5K or greater. So if the workout of the day, you come into the gym and it's a 5K or God forbid a 10K, then break out your running shoes. Everything else, I would use your CrossFit shoe, whether it's multiple 200s, 400 splits. You're going to run an 800, then come back in and do burpees, wall balls, pull-ups, and all those things. Put your CrossFit shoes on. It doesn't matter as long as it's an interval type workout like that. You should have a CrossFit shoe that allows for increased stability, increased balance, increased force production, better alignment, and lower injury rate. You'll be safer by wearing those types of shoes. It puts your foot in better alignment, which your body's a chain. That means everything else is in better alignment as well. Also, by using your CrossFit shoes for those interval type workouts, 200s, 400s, all that, it's going to promote better running form. So the reason most running shoes have those big pillows on the heels is because most runners these days are what we know as heel strikers, which actually heel strikers have a higher injury rate. So they have to put those big pillows on there to help reduce the injuries. You should be striking the ground about the midfoot or the forefoot. And by wearing a CrossFit shoe with a low drop, 4 to 8 millimeters, it's going to promote you to be higher on your foot in a shorter running stride, being more efficient. So when you run, you'll actually do better. So when that 5K comes up and you've been training in your CrossFit shoes and you put on your running shoes, you'll probably see reduced split times because your running form has naturally gotten better. So it's pretty cool. In short, whether it's Nobles, Nanos, my newborn primitives, Tiers, there's a bunch of them out there. Go out and get yourself a good pair of CrossFit shoes. If you don't want to do that, a good pair of Chucks will work just as well. And yes, everybody should get black. White shoes are for those pretty boys who like to score touchdown. Black shoes are for those of us who like to put in work and make ourselves better. So next time you're putting on your pair of shoes, or choosing your pair of shoes, make sure you choose one with a low drop, good stability, size them up a half size. You'll do better. And if you have any questions, hit me up and I'll see you out on the floor.